Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just trying to craft up this thing here. And have I done something wrong? Yes, I have. I have the wrong amount of iridium. 2596, is that 18? Yeah, I think that's 18. Could be wrong though. I'm bad at like turning liters into ingots. All right, 2 more. Well, I thought I was ready to start recording, but apparently not. All right, so there we go. Pretty quick. We'll throw that in there. If I go to the right, oh my goodness, I'm going all over the place here. One issue with having so many travel anchors. All right, yeah, so it is 18. Yeah, I thought I would try out this parametrizer, whatever it's called, because apparently, according to the quest, I've been kind of reading the quests over and over again, trying to kind of make sure I get everything here. And it says something about the heat level, and in order to precisely find out how much heat, you'll need this thing. So I figured why not just go ahead and craft it. It was easy to craft. So yeah. There we go. And I believe that just goes in the quantum computer. One thing I'm a little bit confused on the... Well, there's a couple things. This mod is very confusing in general. But one thing I'm a little confused is there's 2 computer racks, and it seems like that's the only... You can only put 2 computer racks in the quantum computer. And like later on, if you read all this stuff, it does say like an optimal setup would be to put 1 advanced heat vent and 3 wetware processes in the computer racks. So there's 4 slots. So that makes sense. But then it says if you had 4 computer racks required, so you could do like if you put the 3 wetware processes and the 1 advanced, you get 72 computation every second. But then if you have 4 computer racks, you'll get 288. So it doesn't seem like I can add any more to this computer. So does that mean I have to build like a whole new multi-block? Does each multi-block only hold 2 computer racks? That's kind of what I'm a little confused on with that, because this kind of like makes it... This kind of implies you can just keep adding computer racks. But yeah, I guess we'll kind of find that out as we go. I have gotten some more wire, and I just connected this to that line. This is totally temporary, just to kind of see how much this, how much power this uses, because I don't know yet. And hopefully I can get this, once I kind of find out how much power this is pulling, I will add it to like the regular power grid, I think. Because I can't run this and the blast furnaces, obviously. So, and also I don't really know how these hatches work actually, because this says it can take 4 amps. Does that mean it's always going to pull 4 amps? I actually don't know. So we're kind of just learning here as we go. I've never actually used these energy hatches because that is the first one that has a recipe. So I'm just going to go ahead and I guess probably be easier if we We went this way. Let's do that. I didn't do a basement because I don't think I'm going to need to bring any AE stuff in here. I don't think. I could be wrong, but yeah, for now I just have this kind of like 2 blocks so I can get some power in here, but yeah. Oh, that should have power. Yeah. Alright, so apparently we need to add, well, we'll just kind of do what the quest says. We'll follow that. So it says 1 advanced heat vent and 3 wetware processors. I'm assuming that means like 3 of the wetware processors, the LUV, and then 1 advanced heat thing in there. And I'm assuming that's the IC2 stuff. I'm assuming that's referring to that, which I do have one. So let me craft up a couple of these. This actually won't take too long. I have most of the stuff, it looks like. Yeah, I don't have to craft up any like superconducting the superconducting coils or whatever, so that's good. It's not, no, not superconducting coils, the superconducting like components. No, not that. The ludicrous voltage components, the pink ones, whatever. So yeah. So I guess this just goes in like there. Yeah, I guess that's it. Now if you do right click on these, it does say like base computation. Overclocking? Overclocking's another thing. I have no idea. I don't see anywhere, I haven't seen anything on the wiki or anything mentioned about overclocking, so no clue how that works. I don't know. Don't know about that at all. Oh, I also added a optical master connector. I'm assuming this is how you connect to other multiblocks. And if we look at the optical slave connector, this is quantum data input for multiblocks, and the master connector is the data output for multiblocks. I don't know if you can do 1-to-1. Can I have multiple outputs going into one input? Don't know. But it does say it must be painted to work, so that's a bit strange. And if we look at the end of this thing, don't forget to always color the optical hatches and fibers. So is it with like these, I guess? I don't know. How about we do light blue, since this is kind of like a UV machine. Right. That should be on. I can't see. Ah, feels so good when these crazy kind of recipes get completed. I did notice I was having issues with the blocking mode, and the reason for that is the 10 slot recipes will put the, because I have it set to like insert the helium cells in here and then the rest of the components. So it'll insert the 4 like helium cells, but then it won't insert the rest of the items for the energy hatch. Because there's items in here and the blocking mode stops it from inputting that. So yeah, the blocking mode, the way I just have this set up, does not work with the 9 slot recipes or whatever. 10 slot recipes, sorry. All right, let me just finish this up really quick. And I've had a little bit of a lag, actually. Let me look. Yeah, my TPS is dropping, and I'm not sure what it was. This is the first time I've ever had TPS drop, and I'm not quite sure what's doing it, to be honest. I didn't have it last night. All of a sudden, after I built these, I started getting TPS lag. So, not sure what that is about. It's the very first time in this world I've ever had TPS lag. I've had, like, frame rate lag before, but not TPS, so it's a bit strange. All right, we are back, and I have the 3 wetware processors in there. Let's just go ahead and right-click that. So we got base computation 72. Heat accumulated 0%, so that's good. Kind of curious, we just add this to the multi-block. Can we do that? Will that like figure itself out? Yeah, all right. Okay, so that is even crazier. No idea what any of this craziness means. I don't know. All right, but in theory, we have a quantum computer that can handle 72 computations per second. Now, if we look at the, trying to remember what I was trying to, was it the I think it was the UHV stuff, wasn't it? Yeah, all right, so that needs 64 per second. So I guess in theory we have enough. I don't know. Should probably do a backup here. Because I don't want anything crazy happening. I'm going to do a separate one though, because it seemed like I started having some TPS when I placed this wire down. When you place these wire down, it kind of like lags a bit. So I'm kind of wondering if that is what may be causing some of my TPS issues. It seems to just started happening when I placed down the base UV wire. So I will maybe test it out. But all right, so there is that, and we'll see if I just enable it. Okay, it's running. Heat accumulated 2%. Yeah, it's still going up. Is there any way to kind of like tell if this is going up or down? Not sure. All right, so that's definitely, I mean, it's probably helping out, but it's definitely doesn't look like I can have this running permanently. So let's turn this off. Yeah, that, no idea what any of that means. So that's a thing. Is that to be like, if I want it on or off? I have no idea. Maybe we'll look at that again, but all right, so the heat is not going down, but we take those out. All right, doesn't let us take anything out, unless that's just my my TPS. Man, let me see if I can figure out what is causing this lag, because it's getting worse and worse. I haven't even like done anything today, so that's a bit strange. All right, I am back, and seem to have normal TPS again. It's hovering right around. I did disconnect that. I'm curious. I don't know if that is what was actually causing the issue, but let me we'll hook this back up again and see if that causes a problem. it looks like, I don't know. Anyway, I will just kind of keep an eye on that and see what happens. I'm like really worried. Because frame rate lag is one thing, but TPS is definitely another. All right, so back to what we were talking about before, the optical fiber cables, and I think it just kind of goes like, okay, so that are not connecting. It says you need to. So it does seem like if you want it to connect and then blue. All right, so that was pretty kind of self-explanatory. Well, if it didn't tell you how to paint them, then it may not have been. It'd been kind of confusing why they weren't connecting. All right, so yeah, these I couldn't take those out. It didn't look like, but the heat accumulated is slowly going down, so that's a thing. I wonder if I can put like more in here. Maybe we'll try that. Didn't I have? Thought I had. Oh, right there. Yeah, I was like, I thought I had 2 in there. So if I put like this in there, will that like maybe? No, I don't think that has anything. That won't have any correlation. It doesn't look like. So all right. So I guess I need to get this hooked up as well. Oh, I forgot to check how much power that was using. Okay, let's turn that on really quick again. The thing about this, I don't think you don't have to run it constantly. So I think like you can just run it, get the recipes that you need, and turn it off. From kind of what I'm gathering. Let's turn that on. The heat will slowly go up there, which isn't a problem, but does it say? Probably uses 2 amps. Is that 1 amp? I'm not sure. Let's see how much it's pulling. All right, so it does look like this pulls 4 amps at once. Yeah, so that's definitely like pulling 4 amps of power. Ooh, is my TPS dropping again? No? Oh, I'm probably out of power. All right, so my TPS is up. So I don't know what that was, but I did run out of power. Do I even have a... I don't know if I've actually... I don't remember. Have I actually charged this up? This needs an MV charge. I don't even think I have an MV thing in this base, to be honest. All right, let me do this really quick, and we will come back. And we are back, and I just did a little battery transformer with a battery buffer so I could charge up the scanner. I figured that was probably easier than having to run back and forth. So back to the quantum computer. I have noticed something. If you click on this and there's like no heat in it, like everything is fine. You can put stuff in there, etc. But if there's heat in there, I can't even access my inventory. So I don't know if that's like a bug or that's an intended thing, so you can't remove these things. So yeah, not sure about that. But once it drops down to 0%, you will be able to access the thing. But yeah, just wanted to kind of point that out. Anyway, so according to the quest book here, if the research station, we put a data stick We put the desired item within the object holder, then a data stick in the multi-block. So we need a data stick, which I should have. Yep. And I have hooked this up, right? Yeah. This can get... I don't know if that's enough amps, actually. This can pull... Now that I'm thinking about that, that may not be enough power. To run both of these at the same time, which I think we probably kind of need. But I don't know. I guess we can kind of test it out and see what happens. I did do a backup, so in case there's any explosions or anything. So I guess turn that on. We'll scan this. So apparently that goes in there. This goes in there. And that scans it. I don't know how long it's going to take. Probably makes... I don't know if it's only using 50,000 EU per tick or 4 amps, not sure. But yeah, is that scanning? I don't really know. It says it's running perfectly. I have no idea if this is actually working or what I'm kind of looking for here. Is this on? That is on. It says it's getting the computation available. I think that is enough. Was it UV or wetware? Yeah, it needs 64 per second. Does it need to get to 24,000? Is that what it's saying? It doesn't, so... So is that 24,000? Let's do some 24,000. I'm getting 72 per second. 333 seconds is kind of what I am. Does it say? Oh, it says right there. All right. So we got to be careful with this too, because that's up to 30%. But that's... Is that... Oh, remaining. Alright. So I'm almost thinking I should have circuits in both of these, because I don't... That'll be twice as fast, I'm guessing? Alright, let's turn this off really quick. I'm assuming we can do that. Yeah. Does this... Yeah, that turned off as well, it looks like. Did that go? No, it didn't. Okay, so at least that doesn't get used up. So let me go ahead and craft up 3 more wetware circuits and maybe let this... I don't know why it like... That is so weird, it doesn't let me access my inventory. Let me let that cool down a bit, I guess. And yeah, we'll come back. And we are at 20% heat, so why don't we go ahead and try this again. Now, I don't know if we're going to pull too much power to run both of these, so we shall see. I'm just kind of testing everything here to see how this works. So that appears to be running okay. Yeah, so that's dropping pretty fast. Because we have 144. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, actually, let's go underneath and see what's kind of going. So it is pulling 4 amps. This looks like it's barely pulling anything. So, yeah, I think it probably needs a bit more than the 4 amps that are being supplied to it, I think. But I don't know. I think it's working. It appears to be working. I'm not sure what happens when it finishes though. So let me cut here and come back when that finishes in a couple minutes. And we are back, and it looks like that is on there. So wetware mainframe construction data is on that stick. Now, I don't know if I'm kind of guessing that this is basically the same as the other scanner, but it puts it on one here. I don't think you can like put this back in and get more on there. I don't think. Did use up that one. But I think this is just kind of like the other one. We'll get the thing in there. Titanium, that's a bit annoying. So it does look like it needs... Oh, of course, yeah, it's going to need the wetware to get the top tier. CPM voltage coil, these are not a problem. That's not a problem. That is a lot of superconductor wires for one circuit. But overall, that's actually not bad. Radon's a bit annoying because we have to put a new fluid down there. The most annoying part is the titanium, probably. But I can go ahead and just... I could just, like, craft up a bunch of titanium, get that going. But there we go. I was doing a little bit of kind of looking around, and I think I've actually made a bit of a mistake. I don't think it is the research station that connects to the assembly line. I think it is a data bank, I believe it's called. So this data bank remote assembly data delivery, I think this is this multi-block we build, and then this is what is attached to the assembly line. And then this is just used to get the stuff on the sticks. So if we wanted, we could even start scanning for like this. So this needs 32 per second, 24,000 or whatever, the same we just had from the other thing. And then we'll get that on that stick. So in theory, I think we're almost kind of at the next tier, depending on, I don't know what these are actually made of, so I have no clue how difficult they are to make. But yeah, we're kind of getting towards the end of the game here, it looks like. So we got 2 more tiers, and then that's like end game. But I know that's saying that is one thing, but actually achieving end game is quite another. But yeah, I'm curious if anyone knows if this is a bug or this is what it's supposed to be, not being able to access these. So 36, we're about, yeah, got up to about 36. So we're gonna have to let that cool down, and then yeah, maybe next episode we will come back and see if we can progress a little bit. I know it's kind of like we're jumping tiers. I mean, not fast, but it seems like we're kind of repeating the same thing here. Like you get to a new tier, and then you build a new assembler, and then you build a new the new like tier 7 rocket. So yeah, but that's kind of what we're looking at maybe next. But I want to try out that data bank and see if that will how that works. So we'll probably do that next episode. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.